Well, hello. Welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here. It's an exciting time to be alive, I feel. And one of the things that makes it exciting is looking at different current events and seeing maybe the story behind the story. You want to follow me down a little rabbit trail? It won't be deep, it won't be dark, and I'll go with you, I promise. Okay. There is a group making some headlines called Patriot Front. Now, some alt media sources are claiming that the Patriot Front is a neo-N four-letter word, okay, that I can't say on this platform. And many in the alt media community say that it is a construct of three-letter agencies. I tend to that theory, but I haven't asked the cards yet because I always wait till the cards don't like to be asked a question more than once. So I thought, well, let's ask while I'm on camera so that what I find out, you find out. Before we go to the cards, though, let me show you a compilation I've got that kind of tells you why I'm thinking three-letter agency shenanigans. And as always, this compilation will be available to you if you click on the Facebook link that'll be in the video description box. Okay? We will find ways to share information, won't we? Until such time as our world is resolved nicely and we can do it openly. Just a second. So here's a picture of Patriot Front. Now, first of all, if this was really a group of patriots, don't you think there'd be some females in here? I mean, I'm a female veteran of the Vietnam era. Okay. Yeah. Don't you think there'd be some children? True patriots are family folk. All of these, and another thing too, I realize that some people who are either Proud Boys or Patriot Front would maybe try not to let themselves be doxxed, so they would have these masks, but there would some that would be saying, hell no, let them see my face, let them know where I stand, I don't care. Also, in some of the pictures I saw this Patriot Front, some of these flags were upside down, and that would not be a patriotic aspect, okay? If our country's in distress, let's do something about it, right? Okay, that's my thought on it. Now, look at some other things I found. Okay, this is the FBI asset I call, and this is from Myanmar. Big nose. He was president both Charlottesville and January 6th, and he is also now a Patriot Front member. Okay, and look who they're attributing him to. Okay, now I understand if you are worried about national security, there is a legitimate reason that there would be some infiltration by law enforcement officers just to keep tabs on a group's activities. But our three-letter agencies go to an extreme to the point that they're actually helping plan, they're helping instigate, they're helping to foment the very things that they're supposed to be preventing. Job security guys or what? True law enforcement should be trying to put themselves out of a job. That's a Laura's view. Okay, now, if you'd like to read an article about Patriot Front, okay, and possibly where there's a connection to this battalion, which is the neo-N thing, are there ties with Ukraine? I don't know. I'm going to go back to the share screen, okay? There were a couple other things I wanted to show you, so hang on just a second. I clicked the wrong button. All right. So now look here. Here's another reason I say three-letter agencies besides that guy that's been at all those events. When they arrested this Patriot Front member, look at his megaphone. Look who it belongs to. Three-letter agency. Okay, now this is a combination, moving on, of some thoughts I have about them and that someone else had. The only time you ever hear about these type of groups is when they need to feed the white supremacist domestic terrorism narrative. Okay, now this is from me. Think, people, why did the arresting officers not remove the sunglasses and face masks from those arrested recently in Idaho? Because the whole frickin' thing was a LARP, live action role play. That's why. Patriot Front, to me, seems like it may be the new effort to cause at least the appearance of a civil war. Do you remember the Proud Boys? Okay. Many, including me, think that Proud Boys was originally intended to be violent opposition to BLM and Antifa, and basically to spearhead that intended civil war that was diffused brilliantly. Okay. Now, Plan B, I think it's Patriot Front. Okay. It's also to distract us from the crime family reveals that are going on. Okay. They haven't had any luck creating a global conflict. So they're going to pretend that there's the appearance of one within our shores here in the United States. Okay. In my opinion, if you were to remove all of the feds from this group and any paid Antifa BLM actors who got cleaned up for this gig, you would have a nothing burger of a movement. Like I said, if you really want to see American patriots, you're going to see families. You're going to see all generations. You're going to see people peacefully waving flags and claiming it and sharing their love for this country, despite all the shenanigans and evil that's gone on, despite all of the corruption and our dystopian government. Okay? And we're not alone. There are people in every country in the world who love their country. They love their homeland. They love where they were raised. There's memories, there's ties to the land. Okay? We're not alone in that. We're also not alone in having way too much interference of government, shenanigans going on, and erosion of our rights. Laura's view. Okay. But let's see what the cards have to say. I'm going to ask, because there is that thought that the Proud Boys are a construct of three-letter agencies. And then there's some that say, no, they're really far, far extreme right, to the point of being neo-ends, okay? And it's a homespun effort. I see too much uniforming and things like that. I see too much lack of diversity of ages and genders in their ranks. So I'm going with three-letter, but let's see what the universe say. So we're going to ask the universe for insights and information about this distraction group that's in the news called Patriot Front, especially the origins. Okay. Is it a construct of three-letter agencies? Is it truly a homegrown unit or what? So insights, information, especially about the components of it. Okay. Who's behind it? Let's see what the universe has to say. Patriot Front, insights, information, especially origins. Keeping it simple for the universe. By the way, I'm going to invite you all to stick around today for an afterword that does have to do with this channel, the news, and how I share things with you. Okay, let's see though what the Patriot Front is composed of. High Priestess, Six of Wands, the Magician, Four of Wands, Eight of Swords, Six of Cups, Page of Swords. Okay, I find this very interesting, and normally I only do one card read during a video, but I'm going to do a second one today. I'll tell you that right now. Let's look at what we have so far. The High Priestess is telling us that there is secrets involved with the origins of this this group, Patriot Front, and that's part of the reason I'm going to do a second card read. Okay. It is designed to look like it's a homegrown unit and stuff, but it's actually been manifested It's been caused to happen. It was very, very much planned by someone that had a lot of financing and ability to make it happen. Okay, so yeah, some of those people are paid provocateurs, whether they're a career 3-letter or just hired to be doing this. And again, this, folks, is a distraction. They're hoping it'll be very successful to distract us, like I said, from the crime family reveals that are being ignored by the MSM and bank failures and things like that. Okay, they're hoping we'll have a blind eye moving forward to what's really behind all this. Okay, and they're planning to have the appearance of having some values that are in alignment with true patriotic Americans. Okay, the truth is going to come out, though, and maybe we can make a little of that happen today. I'm going to switch the camera back. I'm going to talk to you about what I'm going to be doing and why. So that high priestess that indicates secrets, okay, means that truth is close to coming to the surface. She will show up often when there is something that is about to go from behind the scenes to public. Okay, I'm getting the sense, though, that the question I asked was being locked. If you may not watch every bit of content I put out, so let me just remind you that recently I did a collaboration with Liz Terrell, and one of the questions we asked, no, I believe it was one I did with McAllister TV, but one of the questions that we asked was, are 3-letter agencies now, have been, and moving forward, are they using bespelling things and using esoteric means to get results or to guarantee privacy? And we got a yes. Okay, I think we have a right to know. And so here's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask the universe to show us what types of information have been blocked from us by esoteric means about Patriot Front. Let's find out. Okay, we're looking for more clarity here. We're looking for information about Patriot Front that may have been, is in some esoteric manner being blocked from us. Please let us know what type of information is being blocked from us about Patriot Front. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Knight of Swords, 7 of Swords, Strength, the Emperor, King of Pentacles. Okay, so our question was, please give us some clarity about what is behind Patriot Front and what information may be being protected by esoteric means with Patriot Front. Okay, so we're looking at the information in a new way. It's indicated here with the 3 of Wands. What we're seeing is that there was an agreement to allow the Patriot Front to make the headlines and seem to be a groundswell movement, you know, something that was organic and natural in origins, and it was anything but. Now, I don't claim to know why, but I've got 2 very strong white hat cards showing up. For this, we've got the Knight of Swords in the recent past. We have the Emperor in the insights for the near future. Okay, so Knight of Swords, one of my White Hats Alliance cards, usually not in any way negative. It may be that they've interceded and kept some of the shenanigans at bay with this group. They're allowing it to function. They're going to allow it to get some headlines, to have some arrests, things like that, but not to cause any real harm or those peaceful protest type things like BLM got away with summer before last. Okay, so they're letting them get away with some things, but not nearly as much as they hoped. All right, moving forward. Okay, the powers that be behind this group have a lot of strength going on. Okay, and some wisdom. Okay, and then we're getting told not to worry about it. Again, like I said, it's a distraction, but I am definitely getting that they were trying to protect some of this information, especially since there's a white hat element to it, even if that element is simply to mitigate the amount of mayhem that this or chaos that this group is allowed to cause. Let's get a couple other questions. Okay, the world, Knight of Cups. He's tricky. He can make some false promises and stuff. Okay, they were trying to get some false information out there. We have done successfully in bypassing it to some degree with the way I phrase this question. Okay. I don't mean to let my temper show there, but I ask thoughtful questions of the universe, and the universe, I believe, is and very aware that our world is changing and needs that change badly. I don't think we need any outside influence mitigating what is shared by our universe. We really don't. Okay. There are times when I'll get an answer that tells me that there's just there's more to the story, but I'm not getting it now. And that, I believe, is to protect some divine plans that are unfolding. But when it's people and they're doing it for whatever reason, they deserve to be bypassed. They deserve to have that information found out. And I think we found out a little bit here. So let's recap. Had 2 reads. The first read, we were just asking about more information and insights about the Patriot Front, and did get a nod that there was some 3-letter involvement with it. But more than that, with the High Priestess showing up, that there was some information that was being obscured and kept from us, and not by the universe. So we did a second read. And in that second read, we asked for what kinds of information were being withheld from us by esoteric means. And in that one, we, first of all, we got a nod that we were asking the question the right way, that we'd be looking at information in a new way because we asked it in a different way. We were told that there was an agreement between a couple of parties to allow the Patriot Front to grab some headlines, to be something of a distraction. Now, white hats are involved with that agreement that in the recent past. Okay, the white hats seem to be making sure that there's not a lot of mayhem, that this group doesn't become the instigator of as much actions and what have you as they wanted to. Okay, they're letting them get away with part of what they wanted, but not nearly all. Okay, position of strength showing up for the near future. I believe this strength card was for us as we learn to ask more relevant questions of the universe. We claim our strength, we make manifests that we deserve to be treated a certain way or to have access to certain information. That's kind of, I think, being honored. Okay, again, got the Emperor, my ultimate white hat card, showing up in the near future. Just an insight here. I think a nod that we were asking things the right way. Okay, and that yeah, it's a headline grabber. It's meant to make people think that there's a, you know, white supremacy is an issue, and there's an element of that in our country, just like there's an element of just any other topic that you might want to explore. Okay, and it's by no means, they by no means represent the great number of my countrymen and myself who love our country and feel patriotic towards it, even if we want some huge changes in our representation and our world moving forward. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for going down that rabbit trail with me. I didn't think it would go like that. So I'm surprised in real time with you. Oh, thank you so much for your time, your attention. I try not to waste too much of it. I do value it. I know that we've only got so much time to be exploring lots of these events and topics that are, near and dear to us and that are current. And it's not like we can sit down at one source and get accurate information. So as you explore, I try to give you enough time to keep doing that from other sites and places. So until next time, and don't forget, I have an afterword. But if you're leaving right now because you're not interested in what I have to say, that's fine. I wish you love and light and all things bright. Now for the afterword, I want to clarify something. I want you to notice when I read about current events people, we have so many people in high positions of authority or who are, front and center in the mainstream. I don't care whether they're, our entertainers or our politicians. Is there a difference between the two? Usually not, but there should be. Okay, so I want you to notice how many times I will read about somebody that's in the news. Let's say Elon. And I am always going to be phrasing that question, the person seen in the public eye. And why do I do that? I'm acknowledging that there is a high likelihood, if not a certainty, that the person seen in the public eye is not the original person that was born a woman 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago. We have that much false representation of our elected officials and our entertainers that we have to do that. If I simply ask about Elon, I'm going to find out, get cards that indicate he passed away as a result of some legal consequences quite some time ago. So please don't think I'm stupid and I'm unaware of the shenanigans that's going on with our doubles, our clones, people in masks, paid stand-ins, whatever it is. I am not. But while those people are being permitted to act under the auspices of the original person, I'm going to be asking questions about whoever has the autonomy and authority to be acting as them, whether it's 46, 45, Elon, Tucker, the list goes on and on and on. And personally, I'm ready for us to sweep all of those aside and let good people with integrity move into those positions, truly move into them, and live up to them or get moved aside because they didn't. I'm tired of the shenanigans. Okay, it's insulting to our intelligence. So please don't think that I lack the perspicacity to notice how many are in there. And that's why when I ask about public figures, I will be usually prefacing it as person seen in the public eye, so that the universe knows we want to know the acting model, not the original, just in case. Now, that's it for this video. Thank you so much again for your time and attention. And until next time, I wish you love and light and all things bright.